How you guys doing? Hopefully. I'm not sure. I'm trying something new here. It would appear that I'm working part way. Just bear with me if anybody's out there. Let's figure this out. Just bear with me if anybody's out there. Let's figure this out. All right. It doesn't appear like I'm live over there. Even though I'm live. Edit stream info. Alright, so I'm trying to set up my stream to Twitch, but something's not working, so let's check out what it is. Alright, so stream over on Twitch isn't working. Says I'm streaming. I don't know, maybe. Do I need to maybe give some permissions that I missed over here? Okay, my chat's working. And that tells me that I'm in the right stream, but the stream doesn't work. Let's see. So restream IO not streaming on Twitch. I think I just figured out what it might be though. I'll bet you it's settings. It is a setting issue. And I don't think I'll be able to change that setting while I'm live. Maybe I can. Streaming bit rate. That's warning recordings. Okay. Could that be why? All right, gonna stop. No, I don't want to stop my stream. Maybe I'll just give up on this. Use Twitch for now. Settings. Stream output. All right, so I'm just gonna ignore Twitch for now. Okay. Fine. Okay, with that, we're gonna go.
That conditioning that they have, kind of thing. I've got a lot of respect for that.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, look, even if it's like get out of Hoven and into another church is better than staying there, quite frankly. You know, let's face it.
I've been playing with streaming stuff, and
Oh, have you?
yeah, you know how it goes, right? You're thinking about a change, and you're like, you know what, let's give it a shot. But you know, it's like 10 minutes before you want to go live. It's like that was a stupid time to start experimenting with stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is, I'm kind of scared to do anything with OBS because every time I've tried to change things and stream elements and add elements and things, it's just crashed. And I'm like, you know, it's working, and I'm scared to touch it. And it's so basic. Like, it is such a basic bitch program that I've got running at the moment. You know, it's just basically capture my screen, my voice, and the sound from the computer. But, you know, it's working, and I don't want it not to work. So, yeah, I gotta take a day off and really muck around with it. You know, really get it in a different place and add some elements, add overlays and things like that. Get it a bit more professional, I guess. I was thinking of adding my face too, but I don't know about that. It's hard because wherever you put your face, it's always in the way of something. You know what I mean? And I don't know whether people want to see me or see, health bars and things like that I always seem to place it over. So I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah. But it is working. Maybe I'll get it set up for Baldur's Gate. Maybe that's what I'll do. Say, hey, by Baldur's Gate, I want to have a decent overlay, decent, you know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I was toying with I had the same motivations. It's all about like the Baldur's Gate stream. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we've been having fun. We've proven to each other that we can be regular and reliable to have games and stuff like that. So I'm real excited to start the Baldur's Gate. And my whole thought process was, man, I wish I could stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So
why can't you?
Well, you can. So I signed up for Restream and I set it all up, but the Twitch stream isn't working. And I'm just like, I don't want to sweat with it now. Like, it was that decision that I made 10 minutes ago. It was like, should have made that decision a couple days ago and been experimenting with it.
Can't you just stream it off OBS?
Not to 2 locations.
Oh, I thought you could.
No.
8-bit.
Especially since Twitch has a lesser bit rate than YouTube does. That's kind of like, Twitch might be where gamers stream, but you can only stream up like a 6,000 kilobytes a second, where YouTube, you're pretty much almost unlimited.
Yeah.
Like, you're limited up to like what you're capable of outputting, but YouTube will take it.
Oh, Jess, I'm so sorry to hear that. But again, like, I 100% respect people who find their way out of that kind of nonsense, He's just getting more and more hateful as time goes on, in my opinion. Like, really. He's getting really bad. But it's just, I worry because he's sort of got this, this eschatology that's sort of like, the world's about to end, and I worry about what he's going to do, when he starts to really lose it and thinks the end is near. It's really a pretty full-on, cult, basically. I was talking to Mark Stoney, who was very sort of, he was a pivotal figure in there, and we went through the, sort of a checklist of sort of cult attributes, and they ticked a lot of the boxes, like a lot. Like, he won't allow the people in his compound to have any Wi-Fi, or any internet access at all kinds of things. It's insane.
So, fun story.
Please, I could use something fun.
Yeah, if I could segue away from that for a sec.
Please do.
So whenever you and I are streaming, and I see that, like, Mark's posted a stream, so I can expect him to be on this morning or whatever. I look at your title, your episode title, and I try to name my episodes to match yours, so that anybody who wants to like watch both of our streams will know which stream matches, right?
Okay. I'm on board. Maybe we just post in Discord what it is, and then the other person can pick it up. Yeah, that works. Or I've just been like going and like seeing if Mark has a thumbnail up yet, and if he doesn't, then I put my own. And then you always beat me with thumbnails. I don't think I'll ever name an episode.
Well,
again,
like
if that's
no, that's not true at all. You've been, all my episodes are pretty much the names that you gave them. That's not the point. That's not the point of the story I'm bringing up. We can totally just be like, quite frankly, we could just go into Chat GPT and be like, give us 18 puns for episode titles, and we can just go in order, and then we'll know. But in any case, my point is, your episode name for today, the Lovander Appreciation Society.
So you're using Lovander Appreciation Society?
Yeah, of course. But where it's interesting, though, is I logged in earlier for like a little bit of a pregame. Kind of like, where are we at? What's going on? Gathered some charcoal, whatever. Or some coal. Within like less than 60 seconds of logging in, we were invaded by level 40 Lavanders. Just
Nice.
they just so like I set up the thumbnail in the episode name, the Lovander Appreciation Society, and we got totally invaded by Lavanders. So to answer your question of like what happened to your walls and stuff, it was the Lavanders that showed up.
It always is.
Yeah.
It always is.
And then, so here's where it got kind of funny. They glitched out.
Right.
The raid glitched, and they ended up all outside of our base, just lined up one in a row, like one after the other, just in a row, standing there.
Did you cap them all?
Right. So I went out and they were just standing there. I did the damage to them. They just took it, and then I started throwing balls at them and catching them. And I got to the last
one. Can you just explain that you were throwing balls at the Lavanders? Can you just, say exactly how you were doing that?
Yeah, so I reach my hand in my pants and I pull out some balls.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
And then, you don't want to be too far away because you've only got so much range when you throw a ball. You got to get right up close to their face with your ball, and then stick the ball in their face as hard as you can, and hope that you've got a high enough percentage of ball to face contact for a capture. Otherwise, otherwise you'll have to reach into your pants and grab another ball.
Grab the other one.
And as you know, there's limited amount of balls in your pants.
Yeah, I know. I've been having a shortage of balls myself.
So where it got funny though was on the last Lovander that was, remember, this was glitched now. The invasion kind of glitched out. On the last Lovander that I went and threw a ball at the catch glitched. And you know the little dial that comes up on the screen that shows the like percentage, and it dinged the first percentage and stopped and got stuck. So for the rest of my like pre-game, just like medicating our pals and getting everything up to snuff and whatever, I had the dial stuck in my screen. What makes it the funniest is that the dial was also stuck at 69.
No,
swear to God.
You got that on video. Tell me you caught
No,
that.
I did not. I did not get it on video. So within a minute of being on stream, after labeling the stream the Lovander Appreciation Society, I was invaded by an army of Lavanders that glitched out, where I just started catching them all, and on the last one, the catch glitched and stuck at 69. There you go.
I don't believe you. That's too good. That's too good. That's too good to be true.
I mean, I guess no, it's probably gone now because I logged out. And
you should have taken a screenshot or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I thought of that. But you know what? Without the whole thing captured, all you would have seen was my screen with a 69 dial. There would have still been no evidence of like this was all Lovander invasion or anything.
True. That's not true. You could have just said, "Look where it glitched out," kind of thing, and it would have been funny enough. It's funny enough.
Yeah, I was for a second. I was wondering if the NVIDIA, because I know NVIDIA has this like rewind record thing where it like records the last 60 seconds of play or whatever. But I don't have that enabled, so.
Yeah, I think you have the same one.
Anyways, it was still kind of comical.
That is hilarious. I love it. They're like both the worst and the best thing about this game all at once, and I'm down for it. I love that Yeah, no, Jess, we've all got a shortage of balls. Don't worry about it. Either in a metaphorical or literal sense.
So last we left, or last I saw, you were building a new base.
The new base is built? Question mark. It's still a work in progress, but the breeding pens are up. I'm just converting wheat to flour at the moment, just doing a massive load of that. Eggs coming in, honey's coming in, milk's coming in, so everything's on its way essentially. Sort of just getting sorted out. So it's up and running. It's just I haven't started breeding because I need the flour is the particular thing that I need.
Sweet. There's no shortage of ore in this current base. That's a nice change.
Well, I was going to elevate it, but then like it stopped the ore from spawning, and I was like, and it wasn't working anyway. Like it wasn't it wasn't exactly what I was after, so I kind of just ripped down the whole thing. I've been here before. I'm sure I've been here before. Where's this freaking thing? What is it? It's a fangalope? Yeah. Maybe it's in a cave or something. Maybe. I don't know. Falling more fangalopes. What's down here? This looks like a cave.
Well, I'm gonna go over
tomorrow...
and check out your base then, because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I fell asleep. Not that it was like sleep-inducing, but I was taking a nap while you were streaming.
Oh, look, I don't mind. That's fine.
So I saw like
a
large part of the stream, but I didn't get to see the final result.
Oh, right. Yeah, just definitely take breaks when you need to, buddy. That's no problem at all.
Yeah, so you just built the base where the very basic, simple mining base was. Sweet, let's check out.
Yeah, basically.
The pal fur
change
pile.
much.
Oh, nice. You know what this pal fur pile needs?
What's that?
We need to get an entire 15 Lovander party in here at nighttime and just like get a screenshot of them all lying together.
Oh no. I hate that so much. I love it. Please, yeah, we got to do it.
And we got rooms with beds. Yeah. What's going on over here? There's a tree has spawned inside of your bedroom. The one
No,
bedroom
it's not a
over
tree.
here.
That's a spa. That's the advanced spa.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
This looks pretty sweet. I see you finally gave up on gates. Oh no, you didn't. There's a gate. Never mind.
I gave up on nothing. No, that's absolutely a lie. I absolutely gave. Aurelia Cativa. I absolutely gave up on trying to make that raised platform work. I went no. I've had enough. Because you need it massive in order to fit the love ranches, and yeah, I kind of just went. You know what? I really don't want to sacrifice all that metal for Lovander fuck pens, basically. So I just went, nah, I'll just put them on the ground. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see the value in building metal. I was doing it too, right? Obviously, but at the end of the day, as long as it's not wood, right?
Well, we've got a ton of metal, like a ton of it.
Yeah, but we could very easily end up with not having a ton of it.
Like, let's face it, we're basically Australia, right? We've basically got a ton of metal, some very rude boys, and very, very low social standards. We're basically Australia.
This is a nice little spot you made yourself there. Yeah, I see you like adjusted and moved the entire metal platform, but I guess you saw how the reason I had put it there was because there was that giant rock anyways. I was just covering it up.
I think I've run out of space. Uh-oh, that's not great.
Well, I'm gonna go build a base. I'm gonna start the new base in the desert.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. If that makes you happy, you go and build it. I just make Camp Lovander over there, so that's the breeding base. Things are going to be coming in, so we can start to, throw some animals in there and start the breeding. Because I thought that's how you'd probably get like easily 15, 16 of something, right? You just make like 16 cakes hatch the eggs. I suppose I still need incubators over there. For all of the eggs. I suppose there's that. But, I can do that later when I actually have some freezing eggs.
Yeah. You're welcome to, like... You're welcome to tear out, like, the incubators at that other base and just move them, since that's like the breeding area.
No, that's fine. They're not even that expensive.
No,
Like,
you're
that's the
right. They're
thing.
not. But there may be an upper limit to how many of them you can have. I'm not aware. I'm not sure.
I choose to. Well, I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we come. Really.
Yeah. I am going to be. So I surveyed an area here earlier. When I say earlier, I mean like last week. I wanted to have a base that was near some coal, because I was thinking, like, you know what, coal might be the thing that slows us down the most, especially between ammo and ingots and stuff, right?
You heard of the Ark in the Darkness? No, I haven't. I definitely haven't. Watch the trailer. No, I haven't. I saw a trailer for Damsel, I think. It's got the girl in from Stranger Things. And it looks okay, I guess. I wasn't blown away by it, and they sort of revealed a lot in the trailer, but it looks okay. I wasn't particularly fussed. I have not seen that. You know what I did find though? Oh my god, Lynn sent me this cartoon that's called The God Gang, and it's like a multi-denominational, multi-religion superhero cartoon.
I've seen that.
And it is so bad, like it is terrible.
Yeah, it's like Captain Planet, but with different religions.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, come on, it's got to be a parody. Nope.
No.
Dude, serious. So I'm probably going to be doing fundamentalist fails on that on Friday, which will be just fun. Because, like, I listened to an interview from the guy, and he's even weirder than his cartoon. Like, it just is like, oh dear.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, we've got Avatar also this week. Last Airbender.
Oh.
Have you ever done a Netflix group viewing before?
I haven't, no. Can you do it over different continents and for areas?
I would assume if the show is available on all the continents that it would be yes. And since it's a Netflix show, I assume they'll be available on everyone's Netflix. Unless a particular region is like, no, you can't have this.
You'd be surprised, actually. There's a lot that we can't get that's on the American Netflix because, Netflix hates Australians, like everybody else does. What was I doing? I was seeing if, yeah, that's right. I was going over here and seeing if my box is full. My box is full. Wow, that's a lot of fellbats. Why do I have so many fellbats? Holy sh! Did my pals duplicate? I didn't catch this many Katniss, did I? I
don't know. I'm watching your streams for the
so many robins. Oh my god.
That's a lot of fellbats.
There's the original. That is a lot of fellbats. Holy crap. All right, well, I'm going to combine some of these fellbats and stuff. It's, holy moly. Yeah. Big stuff. Condensation. Yeah, okay. I want this fellbat. Yeah, that's beansy. Okay. I need 2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, all right. Yeah. Beams has gone up a level. You just need 4, 2, 3, 4.
Also, the area I'm proposing for our next settlement is in the desert, which is hot. I'm curious to know if this will make incubating, like, hotter eggs easier. Like, we don't need as many fire pits or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'd say it would. Right.
Who knows?
But you'd probably need more cold ones to do the cold stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah, but so if, let's say it does work, right? And we don't have to have as much infrastructure built in to incubate warmer eggs because we're in the warm area. If that's true, I would then propose disassembling our main base and moving it to, say, a colder climate. So then we could just incubate colder eggs in that climate, warm eggs in this climate, and then with the base you just built, we could have more neutral eggs there, and then we don't have to worry about having pals constantly heating or freezing. You know what I'm saying? It's let nature take its course without having to like waste a spot for someone to.
Okay, no, I'm on board. Like, so have a cold, a hot, and a temperate base. I'm 100% on board.
Yeah. So this will be the experiment as to whether or not that's a valid use.
Right.
It's not so hot here either that like it's unbearable. Like it's not like you're gonna constantly be managing your own temperature while you're just hanging out in a base, because that would be annoying as well.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I really want to level up that frigging chicken as well. I think that's hilarious. Is one of these missing mod? Oh yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, well I've got a boss here. I might as well use the boss. I'll name him sometime else. That's okay. No, it's a Genesis apologetic thing. Oh god. Oh, their movies are always so funny.
What time do you record your Friday show that you're planning to do that cartoon?
It's 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Is it going to be a live or recording?
No, it's live. Oh, that's a die howler, right? Still hasn't gone up that much in health and stuff. Okay. I'll just have to assume he's getting better. Oh my god, you can even like combine the humans. That's weird. That's just weird. Well, at least that'll free up a little bit of room. God, Banksy must be really strong by now. Yeah, he's got 3,000 hit points. That's a fair bit. That is a fair chunky boy. Mind you, the pandas. Yeah, this panda. I want to level up this panda. I wonder where you find the pandas. The Lux panda. Paldet? Yeah, Paldet.
I think I've seen one.
Have you?
Yeah. Where did I see him? I don't remember. I feel like it was a desert area.
Well, yeah, the lightning ones usually are in the desert, aren't they?
Yeah, usually.
Well, there's still a couple that I've not even seen yet. Oh, that Wumpo, that's what Bainesy was talking about. Oh, okay, they're all up there, right. Let's see. Habitat unknown. Where's my beautiful panda boy? My beautiful panda boy. There it is. Habitat unknown. Okay, so maybe you can't get them from the above world.
I only know of the one that's a boss, I think.
I did delete you, 100% did. That's okay. Is there any of these you would like? You can't have Asteroid. You can't have Punk Rock Panda or Odin. Here, this one. You get... Oh wait, didn't I call somebody Found Mod? Didn't I do that? Wasn't that something that I did? Didn't I name my beacon Found Mod?
I don't know. I just work here.
I hope you're doing well, man. You do not work here. If you worked here, there'd be occupational health and safety standards, and we know there's absolutely zero of that. Who do you think you're fooling? I was pretty sure I did. I don't know. Uncertain. Very uncertain. incredibly uncertain.
I really hate that there's no like good way to connect foundations at different heights on a like snapping to different heights. That
I'm so
bothers me.
mad you can't like ramp and then put a roof at the end of the ramp. It's so silly.
All right, listen here, little man. I'm just here building and minding my business, and you come out here and start spewing that shit at me. That's right. Take a ball to the
tell him.
face. All right.
You tell him what for.
I balled him right in the face. Okay.
I don't see. Oh, there's the beacons. Yeah, I called somebody found mod. I called this one found mod, but then I found a better bird, so I kind of just ignored found mod. Yeah, no, all good, all good. You're now a horrible spiky ice monster, so you know more accurate, I guess. But gotta. Yeah, I don't need any of this. I really have to go and get that boss. I just want to free up some room. Oh, get out. Let's see. Here's the beacon. There's that one that I dropped. Ascetic Falls. Is that a cave? That's a cave. That's a cave, right? Woohoo! 19? Do I really want a 19? Screw it. I'm going to do it anyway. Do we need any materials or anything like that? Do we need any caldium? I offloaded a ton of caldium back at that other base. Like, I mean, a metric crap ton, or possibly an imperial crap ton. I'm not really sure how it converts.
I can say with almost absolute certainty that we probably don't really need anything.
Okay.
But you know, waste not, want not.
Do we still need coal?
Probably. Although I'm about to solve our coal issues for good, I think.
All right. Well, I'll chip in some coal as well if I see any. I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7, maybe even possibly 8 coal nodes, all going to be within the realm or within the dome of this base that I'm proposing.
You got a video from Big Bad Mama to help me get on Whack an Atheist. Okay. It really doesn't bother me either way. I just find it funny. I find it really funny. You know. Dear. I just kind of find it funny that I don't know. I think Kent finds nothing for me to pick on for, because you know I don't really take offense to much. You know, I don't really nothing really. You know, I don't think there's anything I can really be called that really upsets me much.
He might also feel like he's dealt with you in person enough that he doesn't need to like dedicate an episode to you. Because I find most of the time when he whacks an atheist, it's always to a response to a video that someone did on him. But like you've been involved, right? But you've also been involved in person with him, so he's in a way maybe considers that he's whacked that atheist already live, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. It doesn't worry me much either way, like really. I'm not, you know, I'm not too fussed.
But I do understand, but I do understand it as well too, because it's the Muppet Show effect.
What do you mean?
So there was a time in the 70s where you as a celebrity have made it if you were asked to come guest spot on the Muppet Show. So the peak of your celebrity career is if you were on the Muppet Show. You knew you'd made it when you were hosting the Muppet Show. I feel like Kent Hovind is our atheist community's Muppet Show. If you get whacked an atheist, you're now someone worth paying attention to. Not to say you're not worth paying attention to, but I'm saying that like that's if you get unwhack an atheist, Mark, that's you've made it. You're now officially a superstar.
Well, I know that I'm probably I might be doing something with AJ and Grayson tomorrow, who's sort of sticking his craw a little. So maybe
I miss
I'll see what
Grayson.
happens.
He's not content creating enough for my level of ability to watch stuff.
Okay, I'll let him know. Justin says you're slacking.
Slacking.
Nah, Grayson's awesome.
I love Grayson. Him. I absolutely do love him. I'm just saying, when you like watching someone's content that much, you know, a video every 2-3 weeks isn't quite cutting it.
Yeah, but people have lives and stuff, and I think Grayson's only recently been
monetized. You guys live on YouTube. When I turn off my computer, you guys are turned off, and then when I turn on, you exist again. That's how that works.
Right. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. We only exist to serve you personally. That's essentially what.
All those views you get are just me.
I gotta go back with that David Nadir and start making some shorts though. I've got some pearlers in there. Yeah.
I had
some nice statements.
I had a student who brought that up to me once, and I thought it was the funniest thing I ever heard. And he was like, "Yeah, no, you're my online teacher, but like when I turn my computer off, you just stop existing." Like he doesn't imagine me having a life and stopping to eat and out doing groceries and getting haircuts and stuff. When he turns off his computer, I'm shut down. And then when he comes on class the next day and turns his computer, there I am again. All right, I think this base idea is going to work. It's different. It's going to be tough. But I think I can make it work.
Think you can make it work?
I think so.
I think that you're better at build base than I am. My build base wasn't very successful. I gotta say. Oh.
Well, the second nickname that I got there, the Electronic Boyscout, that nickname was not mine. So that was given to me in the 90s, early 2000s. I always, everywhere I went, I had some form of electronic on me that was like high tech and expensive. Like, you know, nowadays it's no big deal, but there was a time where being able to watch a video from your pocket was like an impossibility. You had to, unless you bought like a real expensive like iPod video or something. So I always had some device that I could watch a video and I had all the shows all the time. Like this is before even Netflix.
Have a good night. Have a good day. I mean, sorry, it's night here. Have a good day.
Bye, Missing Mud.
Hope your pupper is good.
Yeah, so Electronic Boyscout was a name that was gifted, especially after when we were playing Rust, back when Rust was early access. The stuff I was building in Rust was nuts. And I can't take all the credit though, because it was really cool. We had this 4-person team, and all they did was gather while I built. Yeah. So it was like, I need more wood, no problem. Someone would come with like a whole bunch more wood, and I would just call out what I needed. So I built like scale models of the Eiffel Tower and like all the kinds of crazy bases that were indestructible and impossible to access. It was so fun. Anyways, so I've always had a little bit of a knack for the base building stuff.
Let's do some more of these freaking friend funds.
Really?
Law is taking a break.
I am definitely the
I always set out to do stuff, and then I see the little green statues in the dark, and I'm just like, I'm like a moth, like I'm just following them. Oh, piece of candy, and then just like moving away, and then when I actually go, I get 5 of them. I'm like, wait, where am I? I'm so far away from where I intended to be.
It remind me of my wiener dog. If my wiener dog ever gets out, she just starts to follow her nose, and then she doesn't know where she is. We don't know where she is. It's super funny. But she's so brave and not shy that if she sees another human, she'll literally be like, help me, help me. The last time she got out, she ended up in the neighbor's house, like 2 doors down. The lady was outside having a cigarette. I was outside looking for Missy. And the lady goes, did you lose a dog? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, she went in my house. Look, that's my dog.
Yep.
He just walks right up into a stranger's house. Like, I live here now.
You shall make room for me. Well, this is my place now. Thank you.
Where's the food? Where do you keep it? I demand sustenance. There was a game I played. I don't remember what game it was, but they had I'm pretty sure it was first person view, or maybe a third person view, but it had construction mechanics like this. But what was cool about it was you could like jump out of your body and get a bird's eye view and just start building that way. So you didn't have to like maneuver around your own character avatar and stuff like that. You could just get out of body and start building. I don't remember what game it was, but I do remember doing it. Because there's no snap mechanics, what I'm attempting to do here, this base is going to get eyeballed.
That's always really dodgy. Yeah. Really dodgy. Oh, hey, Robin. So good to see you.
Robin! That's what my brain says every time I see Robin in chat. Robin! It just gets excited.
I'm gonna start calling him Madam Web. I saw a review of that, and apparently it's terrible. So.
Oh really? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it sounds kind of expected at the same time, though.
So apparently there was some weird stuff about it, like the main actress had seen like 1/10 of one Marvel movie, like doesn't have any idea what Spider-Man movies are, has no idea of what the character is, kind of thing. And it's like, how can you play an actor if you have no idea what world you're in? You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
you don't even. But apparently, she and another actress hashtagged Marvel Studio when they announced it, but it wasn't made by Marvel Studio.
It's a Sony movie.
So it's correct. So it's quite likely they thought it was a Marvel Studio movie, and it wasn't. So apparently, after that movie, she immediately fired her agent, kind of thing. So I don't know what happened there, but apparently it was terrible.
Sounds terrible.
Sure.
Madam Web is an exciting thing to see, though, because if Madam Web is involved, then that means if anybody was like, how are they going to top Endgame and that whole thing?
Right.
That's probably the one feasible way is the Spider-Verse stuff where Madam Web has to send Spider-Man to an alien planet where a bunch of evil villains have been sent, like Doctor Doom, Dr. Octopus, and a couple other ones whose names escape my head right at the moment. And they have like taken over the planet. They've they've taken over, and all the local aliens have become slaves, and like it's been a horrible thing. So Madam Web sends Spider-Man to the planet, and she gives him the powers to choose a team. So Spider-Man gets to like go through the entire Marvel roster and be like, I need this guy, and it's so cool because
I could really imagine Deadpool like begging Spider-Man to take him, kind of thing.
not so getting funny. Picked. Yeah, he picks.
Of course not.
Yeah, he picks. So he starts out with like, I need a team of scientists. So he picks Mr. Fantastic and Beast.
Yeah.
And then he even decides that he needs the Lizard, so Kurt Connors, to join the good guy team, which is fantastic. And then he chooses he needed some like powerhouses. So if I remember, I think he chooses like Rogue, Hulk.
Could have chosen Banner. Yeah. No, choose Banner. Yeah, absolutely. Because he fulfills two roles. He's, smart and he can absolutely crash stuff. So,
right, and that was the other criteria he was judging on, was who's dealt with these villains in the past, right? So he needed like Mr. Fantastic, to help with Doctor Doom, and he was like, I can handle Doc Ock and whatever. Anyways, I think there's like probably going to be 3 or 4 movies out of that whole idea. The fact that they're introducing Madam Web means that that's got to be something that's coming.
Yeah, but it's not the Marvel Cinematic Universe introducing her. It's freaking Sony, and they screwed it up completely.
Well, based on the last Spider-Man movie, it looks like Sony and Marvel are playing nice, so it could be a mix. Like, you know what I mean? It's possible.
Well, it's completely flopped.
Yeah.
Like, apparently it's like the biggest flop in history so far.
Miss Marvel, or The Marvels, wasn't that great either, by the way. I watched that over the weekend.
Let's have a look. Let's find out for sure. Because I think it's actually worse, maybe.
Oh, I'm sure. The Marvels was like bad, but it wasn't like terrible. It sounds to me like the Madam Web movie is like unwatchable. I wouldn't say The Marvels is unwatchable, but it's really not great. By the way,
is the most grossing.
On the topic of actors not knowing the universe that they're trying to act in, Megan Fox literally at a press conference in China or Japan or wherever, I think it was Japan, on stage, literally tells a story of like, I was asked to star in this Transformers movie, and I didn't know what it was about, and I didn't know anything about it, and apparently it was a big deal, and I'd never heard of it, so I didn't really think anything about it. And I was just like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, so it made 80 million in North America, 197 million globally.
Madam Web?
No, this is the Marvels. Is that like the follow-up to Miss Marvel?
It's the follow-up to Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel is a TV show, so they mix up.
The debut was 46 million.
They literally, this Marvel's movie is the joining point between the Miss Marvel TV show, there's aspects of the WandaVision show, and of course Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's a lot of things in it don't make sense. That's the problem with it. It's just that's the real problem with it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
So the Madam Web made 49.1 million in its launch week. So its debut.
Right.
What was the other one? What did I say? How much did the Marvels make?
You said it sounded good. It sounded like 110 million or something.
Yeah, 197 million. Yeah, so this is way lower. Way lower. Yeah, so 25.8 in the United States and Canada, 25.7 in other countries. Worldwide total of 50.5 million. Ooh. Ooh. And what was the other one? The Marvels. Oh, that's actually terrible. That's actually terrible. Yeah, worldwide total of 206.1 million. But that's still the Marvel Studios' lowest grossing film because, of course, Madam Web wasn't Marvel Studios.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, that bites. That bites the big one. I wonder if it did worse than Morbin.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Morbius. Because that was hilarious. I thought that was like the best thing ever that Sony was trolled into re-releasing it and actually fell for it. Like that is so stupid.
What a bad movie and a massively missed opportunity. They could have intertwined.
No.
Because now they're going to reboot
Was...
Blade too, which Morbius and Blade could have been such a great like mini universe.
Right. Because isn't hang on, isn't Blade DC?
No, he's Marvel.
He's Marvel? Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
He actually starts out like what I know of Blade and is he's kind of there's a part where Spider-Man's powers start to go all wonky and Spider-Man starts to actually turn into an actual spider, like a vampire version of a spider. You know, the whole joke of like, why did Spider-Man just end up with those abilities? Why didn't he just turn into a spider? Well, apparently he is. It's just taking long to happen. So Blade gets involved. And then we also end up with Craven the Hunter, which we know that's coming.
That's right? Coming, yeah.
And then what happens is Punisher also gets involved, and it's all of them like trying to hunt Spider-Man for different reasons. And then Morbius gets involved and kind of saves Spider-Man. Then Doc Connors cures Spider-Man of his over-transformation. And then Blade and Punisher kind of calm the fuck down and they become more of reasonable. But then, you know, Craven's always a bad guy no matter what. So we'll see.
I don't know. I'm kind of... my wife was sort of all superheroed out. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I don't think I am because I love superhero stuff, but like I'm over all of the really average films, you know, like they're really average. What kills lightning again? Earth?
I think it sounds right, but I'm only guessing.
Do I have any Earth? I don't have any Earth. All right, Jess. It's all you.
Man, this PAL box that I've been trying to place, that whole conversation we had is, I spent that whole conversation just trying to place this PAL box.
Yeah, you're a master of building, mate. Master.
Why? What did I do now?
I'm just joking how you were saying like you got really good at building and stuff. I'm just being.
Oh, it just wouldn't let me put it anywhere. It was weird.
No, I understand. I understand. It's janky. It is really janky. It's like they went, oh, let's copy Arc. Oh, so building's supposed to be janky. I see.
Let's copy Arc and its jankiness.
Yeah, why not? You know, you got to be faithful to the original, right?
Yeah. And on that note, I don't want this here. That's not where I want to put that anyways. Let's go over here and do this something. Because we want as much of this coal within our sphere of influence as we can get. I really bothered by the PAL box not being allowed to be like near a base. Like it kind of, it's like can't be anywhere near.
Make the central thing, right? You want to make it the control panel on the inside of the base. It looks like a control panel, like it's like the back computer of the base, right?
Yeah.
You want it to be like in the middle, and has to like sit somewhere off the way because you can't put anything around it. Kind of annoying. And I don't know why. It's not like, maybe it's because it spawns in, and if they clip into, I don't know. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's just a bit weird.
It might be a really bad fix to a problem they might have had. Where building anything near it didn't really work, so they were like, we're gonna have to set up a zone of influence. You can't build within this much of the base because it makes things broke. Who knows? I'm only guessing. But it does feel arbitrary. Like, why would you even do that? Why wouldn't you allow your base to be, your computer to be surrounded by construction objects, right? So there's got to be a reason, and I'm just not sure what it is. But I think I've got it placed now. I think I've found a spot where the zone of influence captures wood and stone and epic shit ton of coal, which is the main reason. So let the construction begin. Hi, Daisy.
Let it begin. Oh God! And that guy that did the cartoon, the God cartoon. He did like an interview, and in the interview, he's crazier than the cartoon. Like he's really out there. But I don't think he's mean or anything. I just think he's really misguided. Like I just think he's a bit of a wackadoodle, really. But it's too funny not to watch. Yeah, well, I mean.
Yeah, he's got a comic book series as well, I believe. Is it Frank Copeland or something is his name, I think? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad guy either, because he's sort of talking about, oh, look, I just want peace and love, and this is a way to...
No, he's... If it's the same guy I'm thinking of, he's far-right nationalist.
No, I don't think this guy seems really hippy-dippy. He talks like Deepak Chopra, you know, like, oh, quantum energy and things like that, and it's like, yeah, okay, mate, cool.
Owen Morgan, I was pretty sure covered this cartoon that you're talking about. Oh, you don't know Owen Morgan? He's a former Jehovah's Witness that was shunned.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah. Basically, the Skeptics and Scoundrels, he's basically got the same story as Eric.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know Eric.
I know you know Eric. So Owen Morgan's pretty much got the same story as Eric. They were former Jehovah's Witnesses. They were shunned and no longer allowed to be part of their families or stuff or whatever anymore. And
that's so sad.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But now, but on the other bright side, you know, now he's an activist for, you know, anti-Jehovah's Witness, and you know, he's like, Jehovah's Witnesses are definitely a cult, and you know, he was one of them, so I guess he would know. Anyways, he covers the what he does. My favorite thing that he does is he'll watch the God It's Not Dead movies and do like commentaries on them. He'll buy the books, the Bravery books. Are you familiar with these books?
Nope.
So Kirk Cameron, you know him.
Yes, I'm aware of Kirk Cameron.
He started a publishing company called Bravery Books, where they publish books for children that are hard right Christian nationalist point of views. For instance, there's one of their books is about a village of apes, and there's a river that crosses down the middle of their town, and someone got hurt by a coconut gun, so they decided they wanted to ban coconut guns. But one side of the town was like, we're not banning them. And the other side was like, well, we are. So on one side of the river, they had no coconut guns. And the other side of the river, they do. And one day, a pack of like wolves comes and invades the town. And they take over the town that has no coconut guns. So the town with the coconut guns has to come and rescue them.
Oh no.
So it's literally like that's one of the stories of like how important guns are. Another one is all about like staying
That's
with.
horrifying.
Yeah, there's another story about staying within your race. So like, there's a big rafting race and it's a 2-man race, and all of these people are, it's like the porcupines are on a boat together, and the dogs are on a boat together, and the birds have their own boat, and this tiger needs a partner, and he has to team up with like a kangaroo or something, and it doesn't work out for
No.
them at all. Like it's like, yeah, we got, yeah, the
No.
race goes horribly badly for them, and like, and it's because
Oh
they
no.
didn't stay within their own species.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's terrible,
That's
terrible stuff.
horrifying.
Yeah.
God.
And then there's games at the end of these books as well that are supposed to strengthen the lesson that was inside of the story for the families to play. Like, oh my god. Anyways, Owen Morgan covers them all, and it's fascinating. He buys the books, cuts them, and scans each page, and then he reads them to you. And then, of course, he discusses the like why these are terrible, terrible ideas.
Like you can't figure that out yourself, but sure.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's horrifying.
So these are the books that Kirk Cameron is also trying to get into libraries for story time, right? This
In
is the whole
Florida,
like, if the trans people can do story time, why can't we and read our books? And it's like, well, first of all, trans people, if they are doing a story time, they're not trying to read like become a trans person book.
Yes.
They're just reading stories
and
to kids.
nobody's reading, why Spot should not have religion kind of thing. That's not what anybody's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just accept other people for who they are kind of thing. But they're so frigging privileged that they're sort of, no, it's fine to instill hate in children. Like, what are you talking about? But they've got such a victim complex because they think that any sort of, well, you're not allowed to attack these people anymore. They're like, oh, you're persecuting me. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not persecution to stop you from persecuting other people. So absolutely just, I mean, what are you supposed to say? I'm sorry, it's just, like, I don't understand.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. The one with the guns is the one that really freaking bothers me. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you banned your guns, so now you're screwed. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, but the thing is, the other town has a military with lots and lots and lots of weapons. That's the thing. They don't need guns to fend off the wolves. There's people to do that.
Yeah. No, it was all about the whole how like they could have their own guns and stuff. It was just so silly.
I dislike these people immensely. I think that they need to like just accept times are changing. Just accept it. Things are always going to change. They always will. Just accept it. Accept it.
Since my experience with that NWO game from the other night, or from last month or whatever, what was it called?
What's the NWO game?
That game that I
don't know.
streamed that was making fun of what's his name. You were there. You invaded my stream, and I put that game on.
Did I?
Yeah. Shane was there, and you were there.
NWO game.
Yeah. Based on that crazy dude, where I had to fight Bill Clinton and stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember. It wasn't that long ago. Then again, I'm not remembering either. So, just hang on a sec.
I may have like moved my audience over to you. I don't.
No, you
know
hung
if
out.
I
You
saw
hung
it.
out. You were.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the stream. NWO Wars, the Alex Jones game.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Now that you
Yeah.
said Alex Jones, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the name I couldn't remember. Sorry.
You could swear was a parody, but was not? Question mark.
Yeah. Anyways, ever since that day, I'm now kind of. I think I'm gonna aim towards specializing against like religion and politics in video games. So just like my video that I did with Matt Powell, I think I'm gonna go that route. So I'm very interested in this whole like these books that are being published with right-wing nationalist ideologies, and there's other video games. There's a Jesus fighting game I'm looking at. It's a tournament fighter where you get to play as Jesus. Like Street Fighter.
I've seen
Jesus.
one where you get to choose like your person, like, and you can choose Buddha or Jesus or like Muhammad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. Yeah. Like Contraband. Ooh. Not really that much. Yeah. What am I doing now? I'm just sort of roving around doing bosses. I think I got to go do this Mamarest.
I don't know why, but the more you said that word, the more awkward it got.
How dare you? Mamarest.
Sounds like a female body part or something.
How do you know it isn't? Do you know anatomy?
Just what I learned from Seinfeld.
Just what you learned from Nadia.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, even Max got an email from Nadir, and Max is
he
struggling.
told me. And it was like he's trying to convince him to announce that he won the debate, and it's like, Nadir, what is wrong with you? Like, you're contacting people, begging them to say that you won. It's so thirsty and desperate. I can't even, that's kind of pathetic. I don't mean to be mean to the guy, but that's just sad.
Yeah, and why nothing against Max, but why Max? Like,
I don't know.
It wasn't his debate.
I presume he had a list, and went through the list and just contacted him. Because Oz has been like going back and forth with him for ages now, and I'm like, Oz, why are you doing this? Like, because I just said, hey, my inbox is not a place that, to write to soothe your ego kind of thing. And he just stopped writing me, which I'm kind of glad, because I was preparing to, like, so if someone's annoying me by email, I don't actually just block them. I set up a auto return for that email address and like put a like big mid-digit or something if they don't stop emailing me. Right. So every time they send me something, they'll just get a big finger back, which I think is hilarious.
I concur.
I did that to Jill. It was so funny because apparently he just kept sending me stuff and getting back this big mid-digit, like, and I don't even know what's happening. It just auto deletes, so it's actually hilarious to me. They'll learn eventually, But because Ozian kept talking to him, I was kind of included, and then it stopped, thankfully, because I don't want to talk Nadia. Like, dude, if you want to debate me, which I don't think he wants to challenge me again, I think that's the last thing he wants to do.
No, publicly, he's going to go around and talk about how he dunked on you so hard. I guarantee you, if he ends up on MDD anytime soon again, it's going to be one of the first things he says in his opening statement. My last debate with Mark Reid, I totally schooled and won.
Oh, sure. Sure.
His corpse is still lying on the floor somewhere here.
I don't mind that too much, to be honest with you. I just don't care. I honestly do not care.
Yeah, anybody who's buying it, you're not too concerned with what they think.
Whatever. Like, and the thing is that, like, you'll look through the comments and not one person agrees with him. Like, you cannot find a single person that agrees with him. He's I don't know, it's really weird. It's almost like he does so badly. He's just got he thinks that he can just convince people by annoying them into agreeing with him. It's such a weird thing. Meanwhile, I'm sort of like, yeah, if you think I lost, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. If you think that's the case, cool. It doesn't worry me at all.
I'm not even sure that the religion he's representing even, like, if anybody from Islam is watching his debates, I would wager that even they're probably like, he's wrong. I'm embarrassed to be associated with this right now. Like,
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I gotta probably get more into social issues debate. I probably don't do them enough. It's really weird, though. What strikes me as really weird is that modern day debate will touch any subject kind of thing, right? Like, you know, some of the subjects they've touched, I would not touch with a 10-foot barge pole, right? Just me personally.
Yeah.
I think it's insane that they touch, like, should child marriage be allowed? That subject, no, that's a really bad subject.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a debate on that, in other words.
Gosh, they won't do a single gun debate. I've asked multiple times, and they will not put on a gun debate.
Yeah, so...
Like gun control.
Yeah. James, I can tell you that he is a purist when it comes to the open a platform for anybody. He doesn't really want to close it off to an individual based on one of their beliefs. However, he also cares very much about subscribers and views. So that said, he'll tell you probably, like, we've done that topic before, it didn't work. I lost subscribers. And when he says he lost subscribers, he mean if one person unsubscribed, he'll remove a video.
Why?
Because he doesn't worry about new subs. He only worries about losing subs. That's why some of the debates recently have been taken down, like one of the Nadir ones, for example. Because he was losing more subs than he was gaining, so he's like, nope, this one's got to go right now. I also think it helps manipulate the algorithm. Like, I think James is scientifically trying to, like, figure out YouTube. And I think he's concluded that if you remove something that's causing you to lose subs, then your channel will look better because you've lost less subs now. Like, those statistics are now deleted. I don't know exactly. And I don't think he even knows. Like, and he admittedly will say, like, I don't really understand how it works, but here's what I think it works, or here's how I think it works. You know. Anyways.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, and I just think it will generate. I just think it'll generate an audience. I think that people want to see it, but maybe that's just I want to see it. Maybe that's the case.
Let me take a break, and let's go look at Matters Now, because even though I was tricked into it, I'm being a dick. I wasn't actually tricked.
Okay.
But I knew the whole time that when they were saying, let's have a gun discussion, I was walking into a gun debate, right? And I'm not a debater. I'm not good at arguing. Yeah, and you were there. You popped in. You helped me out quite a bit. And
did I?
Yeah. You popped in.
I'm really worried about my memory now. I think I recall that was Max in it as well and helping out as well.
Yeah, he may have been in there. Let me see if I can find it on our channel, because I never really went back to it after that. So I couldn't even tell you how many views it got. Now, to be fair, that was when we were, like, might have been sub 1,000. Here it is here. 98 views. And it takes place after our 1,000 subscriber special. So we were just over 1,000 subbies when this episode came out.
So you got absolutely nothing. Yeah, okay, that's fair. So maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just one of the issues I like to discuss.
No, well, hang on a sec. Let's assume we had 2,000 views and it's got 98. Let's assume we had 2,000 subbies when this video came out. This live stream came out. And it got 100 views. That's still like 5%. I would say anything 10% would be valid or fine.
Really?
I would say, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, so I've got no idea whether that's good or not. Hey, where is this tower? There's a tower here I haven't done. What? Wait, that's the Rain Syndicate tower. I've done that. Haven't I?
Mm.
All right, well, I'm going to
I thought we've tried all the towers and got killed at the ones we couldn't finish.
I thought... Okay, I'm very confused. I'm a little scared.
Wow, this video was 2 months ago and we all look way younger in it. Just saying, it's weird.
What, including me? I don't age, dude. What are you talking about?
No, even you look like younger. Oz looks healthier. It was 2 hours and 28 minutes of gun discussion. What was really funny was how there was a middle line. It was almost a three-pronged discussion. It turned into one. Because what ended up happening was, it was Inquisitor was the guy I was talking to or discussing guns with.
Yeah.
And his biggest beef with guns wasn't that guns were like, that guns should be legal. He was upset about the categorization of them, if you remember. He was saying that, like, this gun is considered to be as dangerous as an AR-15 when it isn't, or the AR-15 isn't as dangerous as as people say it is, and whatever. It's just got a bad reputation, blah, 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 blah. That was his point, was this, like, why can I own this gun and not that gun, which is arguably less dangerous? Where Oz then, his mind was kind of blown at one point. He's like, wait a minute. So you actually don't care that your guns are, like, regulated? And he's like, no, guns need to be freaking regulated. Like, he doesn't disagree with guns being regulated. He just hated the way they were being regulated.
Well, Oz is a libertarian, you know. I'd peg him to be the one to defend it.
Yeah.
But I don't think even he was defending it.
Oh, no, he doesn't want any regulation. He thinks everyone has a right to own guns. And then then we got into the whole, like, I should have the right to protect myself. And I was just thinking to myself, like, it's so... I tried to, like, piss people off and raise the temperature a little bit by saying there's no such thing as self-defense regarding guns. It's just self-offense. Like, you're just fighting offense with more offense. It's not... You can't defend yourself with guns. I'm like, a defense would be bars on your windows or concrete wall around your yard. Like, that would be a defense. A gun isn't a defense to anything. It's just more offense. Like, you having a gun and them having a gun is just a way to guarantee someone's getting shot.
It can get pretty wound up occasionally, I gotta say. Funny.
But on that note, that reminds me, we need to set that debate up between you and Oz, because I think that would be a discussion of titans. Never mind the topic. I think just the two of you having that will be amazing to watch. Yeah, shit, we should have did that today. Oh well.
What do you mean we should have done that today?
Because today's my holiday, right? It's Canada. It's Family Day today, which meant I had the time.
Oh yeah, happy Family Day! I hope your family is well on Family Day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go visit my mom a little bit later.
It's really nice. No, it's really nice. It sounds so Canadian, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I think it's kind of neat because it's kind of like, we need a holiday here. Someone just went, we need something here. Yeah. And let's just, you know what, call it Family Day. There. Now, what's the reason for it? Whatever you want to do. Just go do a thing.
Yeah. Well, whoever you consider your family to be.
Yeah. The irony is that everything closes. So it's like, it's Family Day, and you can't go to the trampoline park. You can't go out for dinner because it's all closed.
Yes, you're supposed to spend it with your family, not anonymous strangers running a trampoline park.
No, but you go there with the family, right? Especially if the family is full of kids or something.
Stay home with the family. Okay. Stay home.
Play Monopoly.
Have a barbecue. Oh, wait. Snows there, doesn't it? Yeah, never mind.
Oh, no. So, first of all, Canadian barbecue, I don't know about Australia, but when Americans say barbecue, Canadians aren't talking about the same thing. I feel like Australia might be more American in that regard. So, in America, barbecue takes 8 hours. In Canada, barbecue is just a grill with a fire underneath. You throw a hamburger on.
Yeah, that's our barbecue. Yeah, that's our barbecue. Yeah. You just fire up a grill, throw some sausages and meat on it, and there you go.
Yeah. But if you go to a barbecue place in the States, that means you're going to a place where someone started at 8 a.m. cooking your meal.
Oh, look, if someone wants to marinate something, well done. But, you know...
Oh, no, they cook
like,
it
come on.
for that long. Like, they smoke it. And
Yeah,
cook
no,
it
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, if someone wants to marinate something, they're going a bit too hard, but sure, go for it. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, you're
nah.
not going to decline it, for sure.
But generally, it'd be like summertime, you'd you know,
no,
hang
but
around a pool. Or...
yeah, so let me bring that back around then. So there would be no reason why you wouldn't catch a Canadian out in the winter with the grill on. Like there'll be like
you have barbecues in the winter.
Absolutely. There's you can go on the internet and you'll find all kinds of Canadians outside in hailstorms with umbrellas, or at the very least it'll be like inside of the garage with the garage door open in the winter. Like there's so many ways to fire up a grill, and it would not be unusual at all.
Okay. Yeah, so you're insane is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
My grill right now outside is filled with tools and buried under a foot of snow. But
yeah, I don't have a grill. I don't really get into that piece of thing.
I've just been running around my base that I'm trying to build, looking at it and barely building anything because we've been having this like great discussion.
Well, I mean, are you having fun?
Yes, absolutely.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
That's the motto I tell the Matters Now crew all the time. Look, guys, the moment we're not having fun at this channel anymore, we're doing it wrong.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I have a ton of fun on my channel. I really do. I'm actually surprised at how much fun I have. I thought it would be a total slog, but I'm actually sort of taken aback at how much I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, like you can't wait until the next thing you do and to see if it's gonna work and see who's gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's more just like I get really happy to get into discussions with people kind of thing. I mean, I was really excited for the beer debate because, you know, I got to dunk on somebody really, but not only that, but, you know, I actually have fun putting together my little presentations and stuff. It sounds lame, I know, but I really like it. I like sitting there and listening to music and, you know, going through what I'm going to say and how I'm going to present everything and sort of ordering all of my arguments. I don't know, there's a sort of sense of satisfaction I get from putting together something and then delivering it kind of thing. It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah. I would wager too there's probably a certain level of education that comes from it too. Like despite the fact that you know your arguments to a point, or you know exactly what kind of angle you want to come from in your arguments, I would wager that as you're putting together a presentation and you're Googling information to find, you know, scientific papers on a thing, you probably learned a thing or two about something.
I would hope so. Oh, which reminds me, I've got to read a paper that Maudi sent to me. Oh, there's a statue. Wasn't there a statue right at the very start, like down when you go the wrong way from the original starting area? I think there was.
Yeah, there's a temple church thing there.
Yeah. Let's go try and find it. Oh, exhibition. Oh, dude, there's a guy giving out pizza near my base, the base that I built, near Camp Lovander.
He's giving out pizza?
Yes.
I didn't know that pizza was a thing.
I didn't either. But I was building my base and I'm like, oh, who's that guy over there? And he's like some level 50 NPC and he's giving out pizza. I'm not even joking.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Pizza Pal guy?
I don't know why my brain went to Shrek, but there it is. Yeah, so my next video should be pretty I'm excited for too, on that topic of like having fun. I found a video of Mr. Daniel Huhikachu, or however you say his name.
Pikachu.
Where
Pikachu.
he comments on Fortnite, and he makes a false claim that Fortnite hired, or that Epic Games hired psychologists to make Fortnite as addictive as possible.
I doubt it.
Well, that's what makes this video exciting for me and interesting. Is
Okay.
I have friends at Epic Games who work on Fortnite. So I've already messaged them. I already have my answer of like quoted from them, which is fascinating since the article he flashes on screen when he makes his point. Only shows the headline, but if you look at it a little closer, the headline says that Epic Games hires psychologists to make Fortnite more addictive, right? But if you read it closer, it's lawsuit filed because parents believe that Epic Games hired psychologists to make Fortnite as addictive as possible.
Fortnite didn't do anything really new as far as sort of loot boxes and stuff like that is concerned.
No.
They didn't invent any of these practices. They just put them into place. I don't think they would have needed to hire anybody to do that. They would just use the practices that were already developed by Epic. I mean, Epic, I've got issues with them, don't get me wrong. I think their business model of driving people to get early access to games is bloody disgusting. But I don't think Fortnite has anything novel as far as, play incentive is concerned. It just uses a lot of them, that's all.
By the way, I think you and I would get a lot of value and joy out of playing Save the World if you ever wanted to try it.
Let's Save the World.
Fortnite. Save the World. The original game. So long story short, Fortnite was born from a game jam. Have you ever heard of a game jam?
Yes, it's where you program a game within a certain time frame and sort of try to get it completed.
Yeah. So Fortnite had their own in-house game jam night. And the three dudes who came up with the idea of like just a third-person shooting game with construction mechanics, they built that in like 3 days.
But wasn't it a wave-based thing originally?
Right. So originally, after the game jam, Epic was like, yeah, we need to make this game because it's super fun and the building mechanics are really cool, because they had that fast-paced building, right? That like you could tear down anything and just start building things really fast. So they started making Save the World, which was a wave-based thing. So it was a 4-player co-op game where you build a base filled with traps and stuff, and then you'll have zombie waves coming trying to invade your base. It's a tower defense, essentially, but a third-person tower defense game. And then PUBG started to make big waves in the Battle Royale market. And the story goes, and this is from the horse's mouth, okay? So the story goes that the CEO of Epic walked into the Unreal Tournament room. So Epic was still supporting Unreal Tournament, a game I thought was long dead. They still had a room full of people supporting Unreal Tournament. And they said, all of you guys follow me. They walked them all over across the building to the Fortnite Save the World room, and the CEO said, you guys making Save the World, I want you to stop. And he goes, I want you to focus on making it into a Battle Royale game, free to play, and they stopped instantly support on Unreal Tournament. That entire staff became Fortnite staff, and they pumped out Battle Royale as fast as possible. And the rest is history, except for the fact that the part where PUBG sued Epic Games for basically, they claimed that Epic Games held back updates intentionally so that they could compete against them. And that's why PUBG was never...
What do you mean?
Because PUBG ran bad in the early days, really bad, and it's built in the Unreal Engine.
Okay.
So they accused Epic of purposely holding back updates of the engine until they released Fortnite so that they could take market share, because PUBG, as fun as that game was, it was a dumpster fire as far as optimization goes.
Glitches, yeah.
which wasn't true, but Epic was perfectly happy anyways, because again, according to my friends, that's a benchmark. If you're getting sued for something you did, you've made it. Congratulations.
Well, I think Palworld's going to make it.
Oh yeah, Palworld's not going anywhere. It's like the second largest game in Steam history right now.
Well, it is fun.
Very fun.
Well, I've done all the bosses on that starting area, and I'm just moving over to sort of just show a bit more of the black that I haven't got yet. Gives me a good opportunity to follow these little green lights like a freaking zombie. Your daughter plays Fortnite. Yeah, the Battle Royale never appealed to me. It never appealed to me. I think, so when I was younger, I used to play first-person shooters a lot. Modern Warfare, Battlefront. No, not Battlefront. It was Battlefront. It was Battlefront, wasn't it? The DICE one. Was that Battlefront? I think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was Battlefront 2. But anyway, I used to play first-person shooters a lot and stuff and get really competitive. I used to play Dota and League of Legends, like real competitive kind of sports. But I don't know, just something about it just doesn't appeal to me anymore. I like cooperative more than competitive now. I like working with people and building things and making things. It appeals to me a lot more than, shooting somebody. It really does. So, I think my likes have just changed over the years. I'd rather make a massive kind of structure with my friends than just do round after round of trying to shoot each other.
Where were you back in my space engineer days?
I've got that game. I haven't really played it that much.
It got really hard to the point of like I'm not even really totally sure how to play anymore. But back in the early access days, oh my god. This game, it has hydraulics and shit. So you can literally like make X-Wings, for example, like spaceships that have second forms and things, and you press a button and it transforms into another thing. And I made a giant aircraft carrier garage that had giant garage doors that could be opened and you could fly mega ships inside of it. And what's really neat about it is you actually have to weld the parts together. So like here we want to build a base. What do? We select the wall, we put where we want to put the wall, and we click and it insta-builds, right?
I have played it, I just haven't got that far, and I don't think I made it off the first planet kind of thing.
That's what I mean. When I played it, there was no planets. And now that's what I mean. The planets now made it so hard to get off the planet. It's weird.
We can figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, but the stuff you can build, oh man. You could build factories to build things. Like, it's nuts.
Have you heard of a guy called Soviet Womble?
No.
Funniest British guy. I watch him occasionally. He doesn't do much stuff anymore, but I've watched him occasionally. And he built like a mining ship that was like a big robot. And you'll never guess where he put the mining drill.
Where? Oh, nope. Never mind. I got it. I guess.
So stupid.
I built... Are you familiar with a brand name called John Deere?
Tractors?
Yeah. So I built my own John Deere themed vehicle. It was John Deere green and everything. And I made a bunch of attachments for it. So I literally set it up so that you could drive around in the tractor and you could just drive it up to the attachment you want and connect the attachment and then drive away and then go use the attachment. So like I had a welding attachment and a mining attachment, and it was really fun.
Okay, Robin. No, you do you, girl. You do you. I'd love to have you around. I just got the war sect. I didn't have it open. I didn't know about it, so I just picked it up.
Nice.
Does it actually live anywhere, or is it just a
I
boss?
think it's just a boss.
Really? Where is he? Warsack. He looks pretty awesome. I do admit that. Habitat? No, he's on the map. Apparently, you can get him in one of the area, the whatchamacallit, the preservation area, just above the volcano, just to the north of the volcano.
The honest trailer calls him Double Heracross, which is, I think, accurate.
That's accurate. Yeah, 100% accurate. Double Heracross.
And Heracross is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Is it?
Even though he doesn't have any evolutions, I think he's quite charming and fun. Especially in the cartoon. I always found him quite funny.
Pokemon started getting weird towards the end.
Well, they started.
Like, you know,
They started the whole saga over. It's fascinating. They rebooted it.
really?
Yeah. They made a whole new Pokemon movie, and it's the whole origin story of Ash and Pikachu. And then they started a whole new show out of it, where like it's just Ash and Pikachu, and they're getting Charizard or Charmander and Bulbasaur and all those Pokemon all over again. Fascinating.
It's the Pokemon extended universe.
Yeah. It's the multiverse.
It's what happens when Kang the Conqueror kills Ash's mother.
Or Ash's mother marries Mr. Mime.
Look, I don't know what she was doing with Mr. Mime, and I don't want to think that's between them two.
As long as it's consensual.
Can it be consensual?
don't
Like
know.
if Mr. Mime is a Pokemon and Pokemon are like the animals of that world, is that bestiality?
Actually, I think you just redefined the name Pokemon.
Well, I didn't redefine anything. I think that was the original meaning, but hi, Mum. Glad to see you here with your Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon.
Do I call it Mr. Mime or Mr. Stepdad?
Soon to be Mr. Weekend Custody.
Oh man. That's the extended universe. We just ruined it.
Oh dear. Well, I mean, we could give Space Engineers like a test go and see how it goes. Like, see how much trouble we get into. Because it's just, I like the idea of doing a game that we are really struggling to understand and watch as everything just crumbles, kind of thing.
Just let the clown show be a clown show.
Yeah, I there's some games that I call plate spinners, right? I don't think anybody else uses that term, but they're basically games in which you've got to keep maintenance or everything crumbles around you, and you get sort of failure cascades. You know, like your colonists get upset, and then that causes one of them to hit another, and then things just go absolutely south, kind of thing. I really like games like that. Just for the amount everything can just go to hell so fast.
Yeah, I would love to solve the mystery of how to get off a planet and back into space. You can still start a game in space, I think, but now that they have planets, it's yeah.
Well, it's way more interesting on a planet. You know, space. No, don't get me wrong. I do like space, but it's kind of really boring. You know, there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little shocked or surprised. I mean, unless I misunderstood or maybe I'm wrong, but that Satisfactory didn't really get to you. Like that it didn't capture you the way it captured me.
It didn't. Factorio did. Factorio definitely did. I'm a big fan of Factorio. In fact, I'm probably going to have a game sometime with AJ playing Factorio, because he likes Factorio as well.
Yeah, I think after we had that talk, I think I installed it and gave it a go. And yeah, no, it's a great game, but the whole time I played it, I was just like, how is he not liking Satisfactory? I don't understand. But
no. But don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike Satisfactory, and maybe it was also because it was a bit hard on my computer as well. I wasn't getting all the frames that I wanted out of it, which is probably just because my computer's a little old. I probably got to look at. I can't really afford to do any replacements at the moment, so I might be holding off. But you know,
Satisfactory is also like early access still, which makes it like not totally optimized.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I think because I've done some massive builds in Factorio because it uses almost no memory. You know, like because it's 2D, it's just so easy to run.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
And there's just something about like running over aliens in a tank. I think that's the other thing I really didn't like about it. There were no alien attacks kind of thing.
It was really non-confrontational, which I kind of liked. But it was all about harvesting and building.
Because you could turn the alien swarms off. Like you could either turn them off completely and they wouldn't appear, or you could just sort of say, okay, they only spawn when like that they'll spawn in camps, but they won't attack you because basically in Factorio, I don't know if you know if it works, that the more pollution you put out, the more they'll attack you and the more they'll evolve and be harder. So it's all about sort of trying to minimize the pollution as well.
Well, there's an end game to Satisfactory I haven't yet reached, so I don't know what that brings, if anything.
Okay.
But I don't know. There was something about the math of it that I absolutely was just like. I love efficiency, and I love when I can make something so hyper efficient. It's just, well, that's the name of the game. It's satisfaction, right?
Yeah.
And when a miner can mine 30 things a second, and a belt can move 15 a second, and then you can program different sorters and stuff, and like I built a giant sorting machine basically so I can quickly offload my entire inventory into one box, and then this machine just sorts all of my inventory for me. Like was so fun. And the only real dangers was environmental ones. Now there was like finding caves and things, but you had to like blow them up. Like blow up the boulder that was blocking the path.
You could find caves and get attacked by those little spider bugs occasionally.
Yeah.
They were kind of, but as long as you had like the basic cattle prod, you're generally fine. And just healing and stuff, you were generally fine. It wasn't really much of a challenge as far as enemies were concerned. So I didn't like it. I'm too used to Factorio where I'm in conflict. I have to put down walls and set up turrets and stuff, and you just, you see them crash. I really also want to try Rift Breaker as well. That's something I did want to try at some point.
That looks fun.
Yeah, like you're in that mech just going around like, with the waves of aliens crashing against your base. That looks good.
Yeah, it totally.
So I did want to try that.
Totally reminds me of that N64 game from Rare where you get to go around and you have to help transport a nuclear bomb or something like that through the town, and the best way is for the missile to go straight through town. So your objective is to basically destroy the entire town in the way so that the missile can get through unimpeded. So
okay.
It gives you all kinds of tractors and robots and mechs and trains, bulldozers, and you could use whatever you need to use. It had a puzzle game element to it, sort of thing, where like every scenario required a different type of machine, and sometimes they only give you the wrong machine for the job, so you got to figure out how this machine will work. And anyways, Last Corp is the name of the game. Super good. Yeah, so that block game that you're talking about, that's what it reminds me of. There's something about it. I think there's an end game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I got to get on sometime this weekend and play some more Medieval Dynasty as well. I've been neglecting that so badly.
Yeah, I think there's an end game to Satisfactory that's going to be coming at some point. I think there's a story there, an element that either I haven't seen yet or isn't been fully explored yet.
I don't know. I got up to trucks and just went, man, this is so lame. Like, we can't do anything with these damn things. I was so upset after tracking, trying to record a path and then, use the two truck depots to like load and offload stuff, and it was just pain. I hated it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't bother with doing that with the trucks.
Well, I thought that was the idea. Like, I thought that was the point. You got the trucks and set up a sort of, track, basically, an automated track to send them through.
No, the point ultimately ended up being, and maybe this came in an update after, but it's all about the trains. It's all about the trains. The trucks can complement the trains, but you can't treat the truck like a train. You could use a truck for like a short haul to get a thing to where the train is, but it should stop there.
Yeah, I was trying to go all the way into the desert to bring back coal or something. I can't remember what it was that I was hoofing around, but I needed something. It was a fruitless exercise. It was so horrible.
I should show you. I should give you a quick tour of like the resulted base that I got in my last playthrough. I think it's pretty impressive. Also, the train is so fun.
Well, maybe we can talk to AJ and see if he wants to join in, and maybe some other people. Just preliminary, just see. Because AJ wants to do more gaming as well.
Yeah. Who's AJ?
Atheist Jr.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow, cool. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. I like AJ. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I watch his stuff all the time.
Yeah, so that's who I'm probably going to be doing something tomorrow with Grayson kind of thing.
Sweet. I'll be at work, but tomorrow for you actually I won't be at work because tomorrow will just be my night. So actually, yeah, never mind.
We kind of have an informal alliance of all the people that debate Hoven kind of thing. Like we have this squad of people that debate Hoven. Well, we call ourselves the Evolutionists because I find that name incredibly funny. I find that so funny that they call it like it's like saying gravity's evil. It's a nonsensical statement. So yeah. I called us the Evolutionists because I find that hilarious. So it's just a sort of informal group that keep in touch because we like to get together and go, okay, what's Hoven going to do this time? Oh, same thing as last time. Let's, what are we going to go through? How are we going to come at from this angle? Grayson's great for biology. Doc Dino's fantastic for paleontology. Beamsy is geology. Just a whole bunch of people that really know their shit on topics and stuff. And then there's me and AJ who are usually, just debating and stuff, which is, that's fine. But yeah, we just sort of keep in touch to, say, hey, I've got a Hoven debate or this other debate, against a Hovenite coming up, like the Proverbs guys or the frigging Jamie Studio 315 or whatever his name is. do you want to hook up and go through a prep session kind of thing? And it's good. It's good to prep with other people. They can bounce ideas and say, hey, what if he does this that you've forgotten about kind of thing. It's really good. Works really well. So, yeah, we just sort of, I don't know, we just sort of keep in touch. It's good.
Sounds awesome.
Oh, my God. Look at this location for a base. How much metal's here? 1, 2, 3. 7. Yeah, 7. Oh, no, more than that.
It always seems to be between 6 and 8. That seems to be, as far as grouping of different nodes.
Yeah, it's 8, but it's like on top of a tiny, like, it's just a tiny little thing, and it's got no path to it whatsoever. Like, there's no path to it. That's hilarious. I don't know why, I really like that. That's good. I mean, there's nowhere to freaking build. There's nowhere to build. But it's cool. That's funny. That's actually funny.
I'm looking forward to our Baldur's Gate stream, of which I'm hesitant of, but
Right.
if you know of another body or two that want in on it, I am okay with that.
I don't have any friends. You know that. Come on now.
This isn't true.
Come on now. This is 100% true.
My point.
I mean, I can ask you around.
Well, I mean, my point is, and I think you understand my point, is it's hard to find someone who will you can rely on to be there on game day, and especially when it's something we want to stream. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't rely on Oz. Let me put it that way, unfortunately.
Well, also that's our timing is a weird time slot. This situation has happened organically because it just worked out with the wife's promotion, and now I'm up early, and your gaming time is nighttime, so it's pretty symbiotic.
Wow, you're just pulling out the big words today, aren't you?
Am I?
That's awesome. Yeah, apparently so.
Trying to get on your level, bro. And I just said bro and ruined it.
Tone it down a bit. Yeah, exactly.
I blame my nephew.
Your level.
That visit on that weekend with my nephew. Love the kid to death. Love him, love him. But when he called his dad bro, I was like, what? I would have got smacked for that.
I don't think my parents were that bad. Then again, I don't think I would have called anybody bro or dude when I was a kid. I was just,
Yeah. Was it on our live stream, I think, that I just did with everyone, where I was like, okay, from now on, if someone says bro, they got to put $1 in a jar or something?
I don't know. I didn't see that. It's always said if someone said Pokemon in this, we got to put $1 in the jar.
Yeah. I just want you guys putting money in a jar. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I have a fetish about that.
It must be a Canadian thing or something.
Put money in a jar.
So that Hortons money. That Tim Hortons fat cash.
Yeah, man.
Have I got that name right? Is it Tim Hortons?
You got it, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm learning.
You're learning.
I'm learning.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as good as it used to be. There's a lot of hardcore Tim Hortons fans that will punch you for saying something like that. That's how big a deal it is. But there's other people that will agree with that. Yeah.
Do you get Starbucks?
Oh yeah, but we like coffee. We don't like sludge.
Yeah, there you go. Because one of their biggest failures was Starbucks trying to enter the Australian market is one of the biggest failures in the history of business.
Oh, really?
It's hilarious. Oh, yeah. They tried to enter the Australian market, and it was hilarious. Because they didn't research anything at all. They just came into it and tried to introduce coffee culture to Australia.
Right.
Now, let me tell you about Australia. We've got a ton of immigrants.
Yeah.
Immigrants from places like Greece and Italy and, all of these European countries.
That no coffee.
Right. And they're trying to introduce that American kind of real swill into and go, oh, you can hang out at a coffee place. But they didn't research that our coffee culture was more like Europe's, where you actually go there and you meet friends and you sit down kind of thing and you hang out kind of stuff. Like the coffee house kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But being from Quebec, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's a meeting place there. You meet people and you talk.
It's
and
a
you
social
socialize
activity
there.
as much as a beverage.
Right. And that's not how Starbucks is. They kind of serve coffee and, it's usually to go and stuff like that. And people, they might work there a little bit, but it's not very social. So they charged a lot for their coffee, and it was terrible compared to, your sort of European style, your Italian style coffee, your Turkish style coffee that we also knew of. You're talking, it's like somebody going into a French restaurant and bringing McDonald's. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm really sorry to all the Americans out there, but you don't understand coffee. You just don't. You don't understand it.
I equate Starbucks the same way I equate some people the way they treat chicken wings. So some people are all about, I want chicken wings that are so hot that the tin the sauce is stored in has to be replaced every 2 days. I say those people don't actually like hot chicken wings. They're just trying to be alpha food eaters. They're just trying to flex some kind of look how much heat I can handle. I don't care how much pain it is. And they're pretending that this thing tastes fantastic. Just because I feel like Starbucks coffee is the same way. It's this super ultra strong, ultra super dark coffee taste, and people are just like, I can handle this. And then they fill it with 50%.
To ban you, Robin? Who threatened to ban you?
She told someone they should change
Starbucks?
their tampon.
Was that Starbucks? Because, who cares? They should just say, sure, you're entitled to your opinion. Sure. What a bunch of idiots. Sorry, dude. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just think, what I found was it was too sweet and too, it wasn't rich. It was shitty coffee.
Yeah, if you get a pure black coffee, it will be the opposite of sweet. It is the most bitter, dark tasting.
Yeah, see, that's not great either. That's the thing. It shouldn't just be hugely bitter. It should be rich.
Yeah.
So it
almost
should have
nutty.
a sort of exactly. So and I don't even have black coffee. I have a white coffee. We've got something called a flat white here, which is not an Americano, which is different. Americano sucks. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
There's a different way of doing it.
I've got this vision of Robin in the chat right now, listening to you and I dump on American coffee, and she's a trucker. And she delivers milk and stuff. I'm just imagining this she loves us a little less.
Well, I don't. I'm sure there's some good coffee places out there. It's just we're talking about Starbucks.
Yeah.
We're not talking about all coffee. It's just Starbucks.
Yeah.
And
No, Dunkin' Donuts is
America,
great.
so.
I think Dunkin' Donuts is wicked.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I've never been to a Dunkin' Donuts.
It's the American Tim Hortons. They charge a reasonable $2 or whatever for a cup of normal coffee, and everything's kosher.
See, that's not what you pay for coffee over here. It's like if you want a decent cup of coffee, you're paying $5 or so.
Oh, really?
And it's good, yeah. And it's very, very, very good. No, it's like European coffee. It's really nice.
Tim Hortons was bought by a South American company that owns their own coffee beans. So when they got bought out, Tim Hortons coffee bean changed to this other company's coffee bean. And some people noticed it right away and were like, well, I'm not having Timmy's anymore, which is what we call it, short form, just Timmy's. But then other people found out, and this could be just myth now. Now I'm like, we're delving into the realm of not sure how factual this information is.
Myth. Yeah.
But the idea, the thought process is that McDonald's Canada bought Timmy's Old Bean. So now if you want a good classic cup of Tim Hortons, McDonald's is where it's at. And I don't disagree with that. The McDonald's coffee here, pretty on point, I gotta say. They've got a whole McCafe situation that they do now.
Yeah, they do that as well, but I don't like their coffee either. I think it's crap.
Yeah, well, every country is gonna have their own supplier of a certain thing, right? So like, McDonald's coffee in Canada will not equate McDonald's coffee in Australia, because you guys will have different beans of different.
But the stuff that I'm talking about, you find some Italian coffee shop that's been there for like 10 million years, and the guy's been pouring coffee for all of it. It's just really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like coffee. I like my coffee. I really do.
So do I. Yeah.
If that was a Starbucks, I mean, seriously, they'd ban you for lying, making fun of football, from 51% of paid for their team to win. Okay, well, that's funny. I do get a chuckle out of it. What am I doing down here? I've got no idea what I'm doing. No idea. Yeah. So I'll ask around if anybody wants to play Baldur's Gate, but I don't know that many people that are necessarily into games.
I've stopped myself a half dozen times already from inviting people. There was a couple of people I was like, oh, I like playing games with them, and they'd be fun to have, and it was just like, yeah, but then they're gonna have to get up early, and that's gonna get old for them, like on day 2, and then what? It just ruined the game for everybody. So I was just like, you know what? Just leave it alone. With Mark and I, it'll work out good.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me think about it. Still a bit of time till the thing. I'll see if anything crosses my mind.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that I was open to the idea if you had somebody that wanted in.
Gotcha. The Proverbs guy banned you. 51, yeah, because the Bible says that if 51, like if more than, actually it says if more than 2 people pray for something, it will happen, kind of thing. So maybe each side praying cancelled it out. Maybe that's what happened, Robin. Yeah. I hope you told them that like Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl. I really hope you did, because I mean she did, and that would make them so mad. I don't get it. Like, they've got all of these people, celebrities on one side sort of going, vote for Trump, vote for Trump, vote for Trump. And then Taylor Swift goes, vote for Biden, and they lose their minds. Like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
totally.
Like, if you had someone like Taylor Swift going to vote for Trump, you wouldn't be complaining. It would just be, oh no, that's their opinion. Please respect it. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
It's weird. It's so weird. It's like they're just immune to irony. They're just immune to hypocrisy. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like, I mean, they've got Fox News running vote Trump every 2 seconds, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But God forbid anybody else says to vote for anybody else, Oh, it's weird. Does Cinemoss drop honey? Oh, they do. How weird. I hate to tell you this game. Moths don't produce honey. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'll educate you.
But
moths do not, in fact, drop honey.
But does a cinema?
Yeah, well, they should drop cinnamon then. Come on, I don't know why I've got to explain this to you, Justin. Just try, okay? Just try.
Just stick with me for a minute.
This moth is absolutely being that.
I am in a rabbit hole of construction here.
That's okay. As long as you're safe and warm. The
Oh, I'm
watership
fucking
down
warm
thing.
until it gets dark, and then I get cold.
Dude, the watership down, this music starts playing. Bright eyes. Did you ever see that film?
No.
Oh my god, I saw that as a kid. Oh my god. You never saw Watership Down. Holy crap, they show that to kids.
Watership Down?
Yeah, Watership Down. It's basically a bunch of rabbits and one has a vision that they're all going to die. And then these tractors move in and kill everything and they manage to escape away from the black rabbit who's representative of death. And they show this cartoon to kids.
Robin drinks Mountain Dew. Yeah, I've never heard of it, to be honest.
Oh.
I'm fascinated by Robin drinking Mountain Dew. I always hear the jokes on television about everyone drinking Mountain Dew and how popular it is and stuff, and I'm just like, really? I don't think I've ever seen any. I used to work in a convenience store, and I almost never saw anybody buy Mountain Dew.
I think they buy it in bulk. You know.
Meanwhile, Robin drinks Mountain Dew. I know Oz drinks Mountain Dew, and I'm just like, I thought it was a kid thing, like a candy drink almost.
Don't worry, Robin. Stephen Boland is a frigging idiot. Like, seriously. He's so dishonest, you know, and sort of just so dishonest. Like, the funny thing is, when I originally met him, he's like, oh, we liked having you here because we like good arguments and this iron sharpens iron and stuff. And the guy, whenever anybody says something he doesn't like, he mutes or bans or kicks or just has a hissy fit. You know, it's like, so much for your frigging iron then. Looks
or
like
puts up the most heinous memes on the screen. That made his videos.
Yeah, well, that's praise. That's praise. That's a different guy. That's a different idiot.
Oh no, the Proverbs guys do it too.
Do they?
Yeah, every time you were going on about revolution, he'll put a friggin' animation of a monkey on the screen, or he'll show bananas and stuff, and it's like they're more being disrespectful. You're right. Praise is the one that's showing the like deplorable stuff, but still.
Yeah, that reminds me. I gotta go through that blur and stuff.
Oh, it's old enough now. I don't think it matters, but
yeah,
you could though.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Robin. No one. I'm not going there. Nobody I know is going there. Everyone's kind of had enough of them being really dishonest and biased and horrible. So you know, you're in good company. Fuck those guys. You know, I drew the line when I had a comment saying, oh, it looks like you and AJ, like me and AJ and all these other people just use content from our channel because you can't make your own. And it's like, wait, I'm in that. Like, the only thing I'm using for you from your channel, I'm in. Like, what? Yeah, and so I sort of said, well, that's fine. I won't go there anymore then. I'll go to some place that, you know, isn't going to bitch about it.
You were bringing viewers to their freaking channel. Without you there, they get like 1 or 2 viewers. They have more people on their stage than watching.
Yep, I'm aware. Yeah, no, I know they are, Robin. I know they are.
It's crooked. Do I fix it?
Yeah, that's okay, Robin. They're just particularly hateful people. You know, that's what they are. And you know, at least some people run a fair room. You know, Matters Now runs a fair room. It probably skews a little bit to the atheist side, in fact, because there's more of them in there. But at least, you know, they won't put up, you know, mocking pictures of the Christians. They won't do that kind of thing. Yeah. So
well, Oz is getting there. He wants to. I had to.
Yeah, I think that would be a bad idea.
He was getting to the point where he was doing some pre-recorded memes of himself during that Caleb debate that I kind of like. I strongly suggest it. It's like, don't go there, man. You're just putting yourself to their level.
Correct. Well, that's my opinion anyway. I completely agree with you. Like, if you're going to build a channel on, hey, everyone's welcome to give their opinion, you can't start doing that. It's very disingenuous.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway.
So, but he only used like 1 or 2 of them during his Caleb debate. So, and then I haven't seen them since. So.
Was that the Caleb debate? Caleb debate. Wait, who's Caleb?
They call him KK Caleb because he's very anti-Semitic and racist.
Yeah. I remember that. No, wasn't like the moderator talking and that just came over? Like, and it was like, where the fuck did that come from? It was weird. I thought that was something else, and I thought it might be the moderator hitting the wrong button. It was just weird.
No, it was Ozian did pre-recorded memes of himself to mock Caleb. Not that Caleb doesn't deserve to be mocked, because he's probably one of the most horrible flat earthers there are. But it was still like, I was like, but Oz, I think it was you I said it to the other day. If you're going to debate somebody, you, regardless of who they are or what their position is, you want to try to elevate them. You don't want to knock them down, because then you're just punching down. You want to keep that conversation reasonable and up on a certain level. So so Oz was trying to fight Caleb on Caleb's level, because Caleb is very much like that. Like, he'll be like, "Are you having a stroke, Oz? What's the matter with you?" Like, he'll say that kind of thing. And it's like, where you should just be like ignoring that. Oz was playing into it. It just made it look like 2 immature people having a silly discussion about something. Anyways. Yeah, Oz was getting to that point, but I haven't seen any of that stuff since.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think it would be a mistake.
Yeah,
I think you've got a really good format with, obviously there's sort of passion and people arguing. I mean, I was having an argument with that Muslim the other night, but at the end of it, it was like, yeah, thanks, mate. Really, and we parted amicably, which I think was good. Neither of us kind of, was really horrible to the other. We disagreed and we can disagree, and that's okay. And I think that's a really good way to sort of end kind of thing. I really do.
Yeah.
You like trolling him? Yeah, I bet you do.
Oz is our channel. Oz is our channel debater
too. Shorts about Stephen, to be honest with you. I know that it's driving him crazy. It's so much fun. I know it's driving him crazy. Because he's the kind of guy that disrespects everybody around him, but he demands respect. You know what I mean? Like, he should be respected, while he's just putting up monkey pictures and stuff like that. Just like, yeah, sure, mate. He's just a big hypocrite. They're mad at they're mad at missing not having me on as well. They're getting mad with all the Christians around them for actually talking to atheists, and it's kind of like, it seems like really controlling behavior. You can't be friends with an atheist, but why not? I don't understand why not. But, they're Hovenites. They're basically like, Hoven will go, I make sure that I'm rubbing off on them, not they're rubbing off on me. And it's like, wow, so you're just like turning other people into pricks. Great. Oh yeah, they do. They love it. Love it. And I think, yeah, I'm sure there's other green thingies about, but what I wanted to do, get Odin. Oh, was that the witch thing where they were basically accusing every single woman of being a witch around them? Because that was actually funny. Like, that was actually funny. Because they're like, she's a witch, everyone's a witch. She's a witch, I say we burn her. I said, what doing? Witches aren't real, right? Right. So silly.
Well, you mean some witches are real, though, right? No?
No, maybe. But I'm not going to argue with you. Just they think that there's demons and evil magic, and if someone turns from their religion, they're under a hex, or I don't know. It's all just laughable to me. I just find it very funny. Just the US has some really weird specimens, some real crackers. Mind you, Australia does as well. If you ever met Jason Ezard, he's a remarkable specimen of a human. Let me give you the tip right now. He's an odd duck.
Gone down such a rabbit hole with this thing.
What, the base?
Oh my god. Just struggling to make it. I have a plan, and because I'm building it on the side of a really steep hill, so it's tricky.
Okay.
But if I can pull it off, it's gonna be a metropolis.
Okay.
I'll be at this all week. That's what this is gonna be at this rate. I've torn it down like 5 times already.
That's all right, man. You do you. As long as you're enjoying it, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
The enjoyment comes from the success of its completion. Not enough support.
Building system is so jank. It's so jank. I think it's more janky than art, to be honest with you. I mean, that is a bold statement, but I think it is.
No, it is. But Ark's not early access anymore. This game still... They've got an excuse for now. For now. Excuse will only take you so far, but it is an excuse for now.
Samir? What do you mean, Samir? Do you mean, like, the nephew, Samir? Yeah, that's Justin's nephew.
Yeah, so there's a difference, though. She's, I think, talking about... So, my nephew's name is Samar, so S-A-M-A-R.
Oh.
She's talking about Samir, S-I-M-A-R, the guy who comes on Matters Now from time to time. Who's the...
Oh, yeah.
So it's very similar names. So, but...
Yeah.
It's... So it's Summer. We just call him... He's basically... His name is Summer, or Sammy.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's streaming today, too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's going to show how to build a house. What's that? No, he's
Does he
9-year-old debate.
No, not the guy on Matters Now.
No,
not the other one.
My nephew is streaming Minecraft today on my channel.
Gotcha.
He's going to teach how to build a house. How to build a house in Minecraft.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's some form of brain damage. I'm not sure of it. I don't know. It's very strange.
Brain damage isn't strange. Perfectly natural thing, Mark.
No, well, the kind of the brain damage that makes you think that Kent Hovind is awesome is definitely very strange. Yeah, they'll do that too. They'll do that too.
Oops.
Yeah, Missy Mod's alright, and Mark Stoney's alright. They're cool. I haven't had a problem with them. It's more just the horror people over at Steve Boland's. Because I mean, when Cindy Lincoln first broke up with Kent Hovind, Steve Boland was all for her. Like, this is how much of a scumbag he is. He was like, Ken Hovind's horrible and stuff like that. I don't know what deal they made, but he flipped on her and went, no, actually, Kent's telling the truth, kind of thing. So he's flipped and flopped all over the place. I think he's just going with what he thinks will make him the most viewers or money. I think he's a bit of a scumbag. So, yeah, quite possibly. There it is.
Oh, okay, no, it's okay.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I destroyed a platform that had a box on it, so now all my shit's on the floor, but it's okay there.
Yay. Use the Marie Conti thing. Condi, I think her name is. Do you still love the character? No. I've got to rename. I've got a bigger one of the same type that I'm working on. Like a level 2 that I got to name you. I guess, can I name you one of my party? I think it's all named. Yeah, it's all named. That's okay. I will grab you. They have been assimilated, like the board. I still call every type of that loop moon that your character was. I call them robins. Like, I don't even call them the actual name anymore. I just call them robins.
And I know exactly what he's talking about every time. It's not
and there's like 5 robins over there. It's actually quite funny. Oh, it's fence pendant. Automate that. Yeah, so I heard. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. And all because that frigging Cheeto decided to say, no, don't support it, kind of thing. Which, incidentally is the same thing that Russia wants. So it's sort of like, yeah.
Well, part of it, too, was that bill also contained a lot of the stuff that the Republicans wanted as far as the border stuff goes in Mexico. And then...
Yeah, but...
The rumor I heard is that Trump said squash the bill because he wants to be the one to implement any new policies at the border. But
maybe that's true. I'm not 100% sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if he said squash the bill because that's what Putin wants, and he's like a huge Putin supporter. So, I don't know. That's what I think. I can't prove it, but it wouldn't surprise me. Where's she?
gaining subscribers. Yay. I had a process.
I just am really worried about sort of 4 years under Trump, or 4 years of Trump doing his antics of saying that he lost unfairly and things. I don't know which is worse. No, him getting into power is worse. One may saying that's not even a question.
I had a process for
Go ahead.
construction, and like a way to cheat the system to make a thing work. And I was doing the whole wash, rinse, repeat, and then I lost track of what this process was, and how I was doing it. Now it's like I'm all lost. There we go. I think I figured it out.
David Woods is interesting. He you know, he's teamed up with AP, and I don't know. I don't. You know, I think that he's a lot more palatable than you know. I don't agree with him, and I don't agree with his Christian thing, but he's certainly more palatable than, say, you know, Daniel Hikachu or something. So yeah, I get you. Really? How'd that go? Mark Stoney can 100% demonstrate it. I have doubts, but I'd hear him out. Can he demonstrate that to anybody, or just to you in particular?
Demonstrate that Jesus is God? I don't even think he can demonstrate Jesus was real. Never mind, is God.
Not really conclusively, and you'd have to first sort of prove that there is a God, or that a God could even plausibly exist, or could exist. I think you're sort of a few steps down. I think Justin's right. You're a few steps down there. You've first got to actually determine that a God is even plausible or possible, and that's a hard ask to start with.
It could be my Catholic side just coming through a little bit too, but like,
sure,
Jesus isn't God. Like, I don't see. I know there's a couple of passages that Christians like to say that, like, this is Jesus claiming he is God, and
right.
I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. If anything, that makes your whole argument worse.
Well, you know, there's a couple of things where he says "I am" kind of thing, and they point to other places where God says "I am," and it's like, yeah, but that isn't him saying he's God. That's just saying this. You know, it's very murky, and it's up to interpretation. So it gets very murky. But you'd have to go, oh, but there is a God first to even make that argument work. You can't do it if the God the Father doesn't exist and isn't somehow the same person and a different person at the same time, I might add. Although I don't know Mark Stoney's views on Trinitarianism, but you know, Trinitarianism is baffling to me. I've got to do a video on it at some point. I really want to do that. Like, why Trinitarianism is a nonsensical concept. It just doesn't work. Logically, it's nonsense. He didn't want to fix the border till he won. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Trump was squashing that Ukraine bill because it has border stuff in it as well, and Trump was saying, yeah, squash that bill because I want to be the one to fix the border.
Yeah, I know what he says, and I don't believe a word of what Trump says.
Yeah.
So that doesn't convince me a whole load that he's saying that's the reason. It wouldn't surprise me if the real reason is because he does whatever the fuck Putin wants, and, you know, Putin doesn't want Ukraine to have a chance in hell.
I feel like Ukraine's already done so much damage to Russia. It's kind of already game over. That's how it feels. I think at this point they're just wasting their time. They should just give it up.
Well, I don't think Putin can.
too committed to the battle, to the fight.
Yeah, he's sort of in a situation where if he gives up and goes home, he's an absolute failure, and I don't think his ego can take it. He's put himself in a position where there is no win scenario out of it.
So are we just waiting?
Are
we just waiting for him to pass away then?
Or be assassinated or something, or be overthrown by the Russian people. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But Putin's put himself in. Even if he wins this war, he doesn't have the resources to hold Ukraine. Like, this is the thing that America found out. You can't just win a war and then occupy a country forever. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's he going to do? Like, kill the entirety of the people? Maybe. I don't know. It's just... yeah, it's weird.
It is definitely weird.
Oh, the whistleblower turned out to be a Russian spy. That does not surprise me in the slightest. Like, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest. How would you like to be one of these? Yeah, I think I'll name Robin that. Oh, I'm juddering a bit. I'm juddering.
That's because my base is being raided. There's nothing here.
Well, I'm never getting that. Oh, your base there?
Yeah.
No, it's here. It is here.
It should be everywhere. I'm pretty sure it happens everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're very rude. They're so rude. Oh, come on. They're never going to impeach him anyway. Let's face it. Like, that's such a stupid concept. Okay, well, my game's having a bit of chug, so I might call it there. And I got a lot of exploring done, actually. I got all the bosses done that I want to get done. I did open up this black area where I hadn't explored. I think next gameplay we're going to be going up north and maybe trying out these bosses. 47, 50. I've just hit 40. This game is kind of getting grindy, I must admit. Maybe I can go over here and start to open up these areas, kind of thing. Mark said that in your chat last night. I told him you would bring him on right then to do that. Oh, Mark Stoney wanted to come on and demonstrate God. Yeah, I'm up for that. I can bring him on proofread. Like, give him some time to explain his, like, how we can 100% demonstrate that there's a God. Or that Jesus is God. I don't know how he's going to do that, but hey, that's not my problem.
It sounds to me, if you take the wording very literally, if Robin, if you're saying to us right now that he is saying he can prove Jesus is God, it sounds to me like he's coming in with a whole bunch of presuppositions to prove that point. Like, first of all, he's assuming Jesus existed, and he's assuming a God exists, and he's just going to prove that Jesus is that God? Like, come on.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll talk to him and find out exactly what he's talking about, whether he's going to prove that a God exists and that Jesus is that God, or he's just going to prove that he believes Jesus. I don't know. But, I mean, I can talk to him. That's not a problem. If he does want to talk to me and run it by me, I'm more than happy to. Oh, bring him on right then to do that. Yeah, I don't know about right then. Last night. What was I doing last night?
You were with
last night.
You were with Tell Me More.
Was I? Wasn't that this morning? Oh, that's my morning. Yeah. Last night. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm not going to bring Mark on to somebody else's interview and discussion to do that. But I can make him some time if he needs it. That's not a problem. More than happy to talk to him about it. But yeah, I think that would have been really rude to Rodney to do that because I'm making time for him and not somebody else. I think that's not something I would do. But yeah, thanks, Robin, and thanks for hanging out, everyone that's even still watching, listening to us ranting coherently. Thanks for joining us, and probably tomorrow. Actually, I might have a bit of a break. I'm thinking maybe I need a break. I do feel rather tired. What is tomorrow? What year is it?
Well, for you it'll be your Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, we'll see how I go. I may jump on or I may not. I'll see how I feel. But thanks everybody, and we will be. I probably will be swapping out a few of my parties. So I will be naming, kind of thing, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other, and have a good day.
Bye.